alienated thought, Iran-Contra, draining the swamp of Iran-Contra, straight up the nostrils, Iran-Contra, a prayer to the gods of Iran-Contra, schizo-distributed fragments of the White House, in explosion as Halifax, so close to devotional claptrap, the stratified class between physics and engineering, these LSD friends in a clearing for the truth, Iran-Contra, leaking the truth of Iran-Contra, green and blue Iran-Contra. There is nothing outside Iran-Contra. It's nothing to hide, Iran-Contra. For the love of rhyme, Iran-Contra. For the government's lies, Iran-Contra, 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 Iran-Contra. Considering the nature and importance of crystals and the play of invisible forces, these ghosts in disguise, Iran-Contra poetry, the poetry inside Iran-Contra, the diversion born in early December. My sermon pouring words into the nothingness, Iran-Contra, 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 the sin within, no system in the wind, an Iran-Contra of spirit, iller than the madman straitjacketed, unfashionably late for practice, and playing basketball. In the pages of his saga, Iran-Contra, 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 Iran-Contra. The police siren rising among the ghetto, the peacetime divided as blocks of Lego, as Greek lines divided and snorted of Sappho. The report from his castle, Iran-Contra, foraging animals, Iran-Contra, 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 Iran-Contra. Director Casey, Iran-Contra, and Robert Owen, Iran-Contra, and Adolfo Calero, Iran-Contra, Oliver North, Iran-Contra, Gore Bonifar, Iran-Contra, Ronald Reagan, Iran-Contra, John Poindexter, Iran-Contra, Andrew Mbaruk, Iran-Contra, and you too, Iran-Contra, 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 on an Israeli plane, Iran-Contra. Pages in the rain, black blotches of ink on the page, Iran-Contra, sinking into a rage against the author, giving it away, his last offer. Don't delay, act awkward, Iran-Contra, 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 meeting around a table, Iran-Contra, we were bound to fail, Iran-Contra, drunk in Geneva, man, I told you. Iran-Contra's the dream that exploded into infinity. Specks of sand under the water. Seeing red as his plan comes to nothing. The red expanse of post-deconstruction. Red-handedly going against conventions and laws. The play of fish in the water. Iran-Contra. 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 Relax, friends, it's just Iran-Contra. The facts collect as drops in this can of water. Iran-Contra. 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 Secretary Schultz. Iran-Contra. Charles Dunbar. Iran-Contra. Albert Hakim. Iran-Contra. $200,000. Iran-Contra. $800,000. Iran-Contra. 2004 toes. Iran-Contra. 120 hawks. Iran-Contra. 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 As biting into an orange, soft and cold. These preserved in ice or in prof notes. As birds in flight. This impossible, this perfect white sniffed up the nostrils contained Iran-Contra. 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 Contra. Iran-Contra. 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 Iran-Contra.
The whole show, a lot of American people just simply don't believe me. But the one thing that you've had going for you more than anything else in your presidency, your credibility, has been severely damaged. Can you repair it? What does it mean for the rest of your presidency?
Well, I imagine I'm the only one around who wants to repair it, and I didn't have anything to do with damaging it. ago.
Mr. President, you say that the equipment which was shipped didn't alter the military balance. Yet, several things. We understand that there were 1,000-tow anti-tank missiles shipped by the U.S. The U.S. apparently condoned shipments by Israel and other nations of other quantities of arms as ancillary part of this deal, not directly connected, but had to condone it or the shipments could not have gone forward, sir. So how can you say that it cannot alter the military balance, and how can you say, sir, that it didn't break the law when the National Security Act of 1977 plainly talks about timely notification of Congress, and also, sir, stipulates that if the national security requires secrecy, the President is still required to advise the leadership and the chairman of the intelligence committees?
Bill, everything you've said here is based on a supposition that is false. We did not condone and do not condone the shipment of arms from other countries. And so what was the other point that you made here?
The anti-tank missiles,
Oh
sir.
no, about that it didn't violate it did violate the law. No, as I said, the president, believe it or not, does have the power, if in his belief national security can be served, to waive the provisions of that law, as well as to defer the notification of the Congress.
Well, the Iraqis, sir, might think that 1,000 anti-tank missiles was enough to alter the balance of that war.
This is a purely defensive weapon. It is a shoulder-carried weapon, and we don't think that in this defensive thing we didn't add to any offensive power on the part of Iran. We know that Iraq has already announced that they would be willing to settle the conflict, as we said, with no winners or losers. And that and the other parts happen to be spare parts for an anti-aircraft Hawk battery. And as I say, all of those weapons could be very easily carried in one mission.
Yo, fastening down material, Iran-Contra, the black downy surface of a swan of this ink of night, thinking he's right, knowing he's wrong, so north his direction towards war and aggression is hope to crush communism, the globe under God's suspicion given. The role of Iran in Nicaragua's unrest as the boiling tortellini. Iran-Contra messaging Poindexter in secrecy electronic. The prof notes eternal in his office. Iran-Contra, this impossible hurdle. As I testify, Iran-Contra, the sky red as wine, Iran-Contra, a sign of the times, Iran-Contra, the sublime, undying Iran-Contra, 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 Iran-Contra.